Hey friends, I went to a local secondhand store and they haven't had a lot of jewelry or anything lately, but this week they had 3 different things that I bought. It's not things I normally purchase, but sometimes I'll get them in bags. So there's this bag of belt buckles, and I don't often wear belt buckles, and it's not something I would normally purchase, except there was 2 Japanese belt buckles in there that were interesting. So I wanted to get it to see if there was anything they might be of value. They weren't magnetic, so they felt like they could be silver. But what was interesting to me is they have a Japanese motif and they have carving in them that makes them look like they might be designer of some kind. And I just looked at them through the bag. So there's this one that looks like it's some cherry blossoms, but where's the carving? In this corner, and it's hard through the bag, but hopefully you can see it. There's some carving right there in the corner. And there's 2 of these. And since I had a daughter that went to Japan as a missionary, I thought that might be something fun to look at. The second thing was this bag. So that bag was $7 for quite a few belt buckles. And then this bag was $5, and it looks like just kind of costume jewelry, but there was this in there. And I always take with me my loop, and I always take my magnet. And when I touched the magnet to the bag, it wasn't magnetic. So I thought that it could be real. And then as I kind of looked at it through the bag, I could see very small markings right there. I mean, and they're very small, and it's hard to see through the bag, but there's a little marking there. And then there's a little kind of a copyright marking on one of the other side. So I bought that bag for $5 because that looks like it's quite a bit of silver. And there's a watch and some other things. So it wasn't a bad buy at $5 to get. And that bracelet looks new. It looks like it's in good condition. And the last thing I bought that I thought was kind of interesting was this bag of knives. And it was $7. And the thing in here that I thought was cool was this Japanese looking wooden sheathed knife. And I wouldn't normally have bought this because I'm assuming it's probably one that you would get as a tourist. But it also had some fun, like a bone looking pocket knife and things. So I thought that perhaps there might be something in it because of the antique belt buckles and that knife. I thought they probably were donated together. So if the belt buckles are real silver and they're designer, then I thought maybe the knife also was purchased at the same time as that. But the real reason I bought this bag for $7 is this item. And if I'm correct, it's one of those flints that a backpacker carries. It opens up and it's got a striker in it and or a knife sharpener. It's one of those 2, I think. So it unscrews and it's brass. So I thought, I was talking to somebody there and they said, I bought one of those for $7 at a camping store. So I thought for $7 it was worth taking a chance on that. So that's why I bought that bag. So I'm just going to quickly go through the bags, and the reason I'm doing this is a live chat. Now, I know last time I did a live chat on this new format, it took a while for anybody to show up and actually chat, but it is also a holiday. So, but I've had company all week or the weekend, and I wanted to get this off of my counter and be able to look at it, because it's really hard to purchase these and then not look at them immediately to see what's in them. But if I videotape it and then it takes me hours and hours and hours to upload. So I figured if I just put it, did it live, and I don't have a lot of people, I think, that follow my channel for jewelry or sorting stuff. But if I do it live, then I don't have to upload it and I can just post it. So that's the reason I'm doing it live. I don't think that there'll be anybody watching it. I don't think anybody's going to take the time on a holiday to watch it. And it's not about my more viewed subject matter. So just know that I'm not necessarily using it for the live chat. It's saving me hours of upload time. And I thought, it's pretty similar. Plus, I don't have to store it on my backup drive or on my camera or anything and then upload it. So for me, the live chat feature is nice. Now, I'm not going to take the time to get all these staples out. Sometimes when I pop them open, they get on the floor and I'm not having any grandkids around, so it really doesn't matter. I'm just taking the time for that. Okay, so belt buckle, it's missing the center charm thing. It's kind of bent. I will probably just stick that in the recycle. This one, although, might be worth some money. Isn't that one cool? That's a really, really nice belt buckle, and it doesn't look beat up at all. 1996 Harley Davidson. So that one might be worth some value. I'm sticking that one online. That's definitely one I want to look at. Not that you can't go to the store and buy it, but it just, I could sell it for the difference. So Ruby River Steakhouse. Now, I don't know why anybody would want a buckle from Ruby River Steakhouse, but maybe if you eat certain size steak, and it's in good condition, but maybe if you eat a certain size steak, you get a belt buckle. I don't know. Or if you work there, I don't know, because I've been there once, I think. No, I've been there. I don't know if I've ever been there, actually. Okay, Rum Rhine. It is a very, very attractive belt buckle. It's very heavy. I like the barbed wire on the edges. Oh, I said rum. It's crumrine. Crumrine? Oh my gosh, can I speak today? CRU. Crumrine? I don't know. I've never heard of it. It's not magnetic. I love this too. Look at that cute little rope thing. I'm going to have to look that one up. Let me see if I can see any markings anywhere else on it. Not seeing any more markings anywhere. Just looking around the edges. Definitely, that is a really, really attractive, decorative, fun belt buckle on both sides. Not magnetic at all. So maybe between the Harley Davidson one and that one, I'll make some money. But the reason I bought it was those Japanese ones that are coming soon. Okay, this is a little silver plated. I'm sure it's silver plated because they come with little salt and pepper shakers. I bought a bunch of these. I don't use the trays. I just use the salt and pepper shakers. So this is going to go right into recycling. It doesn't matter to me what it is. It's just not something that I think would sell or I can use for any reason. Okay, so the bag's empty with these last three that I have. So this one is not real, and I can tell by the looks of the back of it. That just doesn't look real. However, no, it doesn't look like it. Sometimes they'll make a cover. So like this part would be an insert and then this part would be real. But I don't think that's the case. It looks kind of brass and steel or something to me. So it's magnetic. It's not something I would keep. I will just put it in the donate pile. Okay, and now these two are the two that I was most interested in. They're both Japanese looking flower things, and they both have a designer mark on them. So one is cherry blossoms and the other one is maybe cherry blossoms too. I'm not quite sure. They're just a different kind of flower. Not magnetic. Not magnetic. Not magnetic. So this part does not look real. It looks like brass right here. You can see it's kind of an orange yellowy thing, but It could be tarnish, but I don't know. It doesn't look real. That part does not look real. It doesn't look as nice as this part here. So I'm going to take the loop and look at it. So we've tested the magnetism on it, and I'm not seeing any. That part doesn't necessarily look real either to me. You can test it by rubbing it. And my finger is not turning black, and that's not coming super clean. So I'm guessing it may be some kind of a plate with that point on it. Let me try the front. So it may be plated brass because it's not magnetic, so copper, brass. And that's what I'm thinking it probably is a brass because of the color of those. So it's a brass. Maybe plate. Yeah, it's a plate. So let's show you. Oh my goodness, we're gonna have the problem with the glare today. You can see how the silver plate's coming off right there. It's kind of flaky and the brass is showing underneath. Okay, so they're plated, but they still may be of some value because of the markings. So I'm hoping that somebody may, I don't want to rub the plate off either though. So I'm just gonna show you the markings. And I'm probably holding it wrong direction. I don't know, we'll hold it that way too. I'll just flip it over. So there's that one. I'm gonna rub my finger over and get this one a little cleaner so I can show it to you. Polish them up, look them up online, see if I can find a designer for them. And they're probably a tourist thing that a whole bunch of people made, and this was just the maker company or something. This one has more marker marks on it, or maybe it just says something. Maybe it just says peace or flower tree or lily or something that let's see right there. So hopefully somebody will be able to tell me what those say. I have a daughter that went to Japan, so I was going to take some close-up pictures once I opened it up and show them to her. So I'm sure that this Harley belt buckle was worth more than the $7 I paid for the whole bag. But this one is super gorgeous too, so that one might also be of value. Okay, the knives. Let's do the knives next. It's hard to even pull it open. Okay. It's because it's through 4 or 5 different rolls. I rolled it over and then stapled it. So, and it's probably smarter they do that because people were taking the tape off and stealing items out of it. In fact, they told me recently that somebody took a bag into the dressing room. They're supposed to keep them in a locked case, but then new people have come out and they were putting them in the other case, and they said the whole bag was disappeared, but the bag itself was in the dressing room. So people are silly. Okay, I'm going to pull them all out because it's noisy. Okay. So this was $7 as well. All right, so this was the reason I bought it. So I think it's a knife sharpener. Yep, it's a knife sharpener. First striker, but I think it's a knife sharpener. I think it's a knife sharpener. Oh, brand. It's too dark. I can't see anything there. Anyway, the guy told me that was $7 right there. A Maverick wooden Swiss Army knife. I don't know that that's worth anything, but it was in there. a Gerber knife that has seen better days. I don't know. I think these are supposed to lock in place, but it's not locking in place. So that would make me nervous to cut with that. And there's nothing to push or, yeah, that makes me a little nervous. It's really beat up. Okay, then there's this bone pocket knife, but it's missing half. See if the blade says anything on it. Wow, that is so dull. Look at that. That's so beat up. Wow. Oh, there is some writing. It says Western something right there. Dirty in the glare. I don't know that I'm going to be able to show you. It's really dirty right there. Western something, but I would have to clean it to see it. That's in really rough shape. I mean, look how the blade is actually chipped. I don't know what they used that for, but that knife was not taken care of very well. So don't know that that one's going to go anywhere. It was in this leather pouch. So maybe the leather pouch would be functional for somebody, but that blade is pretty beat up. There is a pair of fingernail clippers. Don't think I'll be keeping those. Those will go in the recycle bin. And there's this knife. It's sharp, but it has also been used abusively, it looks like, because the tips, yeah, you can see on the blade, it's kind of dinged. It's just a plastic sheath, so it is not, I don't even think it's real wood. I think it's just plastic. So it's just a fun looking little trinket knife. But I have 3 daughters that served missions in Asia and 2 service missions or visits to another country over there. So one of them may like that for decoration or something. Although with kids, who would want that down? I don't know. It's kind of sharp. Okay, last bag. And I know there's silver in it. That's the only reason I bought it, and it was only $5. So I'm not too worried about it. There's the price right there. Yay! Open up. There we go. Okay, there's only like 5 things in there. Copper plated, you can see the copper plate coming through on that. I will just throw that right into recycling. I don't think anybody's going to care about that at all or want to wear it because it's, yeah. So there's that. A couple little sparkly things on there that have to be cut off before it would be recycled. But okay. This, I don't think it was magnetic in the bag either, and I can see some marking in the middle of it, so I'm rubbing it with my finger so that I can look at it and see what it says. It looks like plate to me. Or it's just super, super dirty. Really, really dirty. But I'm struggling with the wow. This is why I think it's plate. I cannot even read what it says. So sometimes I'll put my finger in and try and clean out those letters. It's just really struggling, although it is really soft, which would lead me to believe that it could be silver all the way through because it's super, super soft. But I'm really struggling to see what that says. And the stamp is embedded, which like would mean it would be silver. So maybe I'm thinking it's not, it's real silver and it's just tarnished funny. It looks like it could be cleaning up. And yeah, let me keep rubbing for a minute and see if I can read what that says. I think it says Mexico. Okay, it is. It really does look like plate. It looks like there's maybe some brass showing through, but brass would not bend like that. Maybe it's a different alloy. Try again. Sorry. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not real because you can still see it's kind of flaky around where it's been stamped. And usually if it was silver, at least the edges around it would clear up. And then right up here, there's some like yellowy brass looking color right there. So I would have to, I'll have to get the silver tester kit out, but look at that. And break it down, like scrape it deep and see if I can get, but I think there's some kind of alloy. Maybe it's not pure silver. Maybe it's like, you know, like they make a nickel silver, but that's not soft like this either because I can bend this. So I'm not quite sure what it's made out of, but it's just being funny. Anyway, there's that. A little girl's bracelet. I'll give that to my granddaughter for a little dress up. Most of the stuff I give her ends up in the garbage within the first couple days. Pearl bracelets, the same thing. I put those in piñata bags. I'll take it apart with the bow and put them in little different piñata bags, and the girls can play dress ups or whatever. Plastic beads, donate. Looks like it might be silver plated copper. You can see the copper coming through. Maybe it's reflective, but the copper is showing through. It's kind of a pink color right there. So I will just put that right in the recycle bin and not worry about it. Here's a watch that's just a quartz, pretty, nothing exciting, I think. See if the back says anything, but I'm not thinking it's anything exciting. Jen 2008, Singapore. The band is kind of cute with the little stones. I have a lady that I donate all the watches to, so there's that. And then this goes in the piñata or the luau container, and people can take it at our reunions where we have a luau. Kind of a brassy decorative. I'll just put that in the donate pile. This is one of those cheap bracelets that catches on everything. Donate pile or dress ups, but I think more donate. Kind of a homemade wire pearly fake pearl bracelet that somebody put on wire. Look at how they can attach it. So I don't even think I can donate that. I think we'll just use the beads for something else. It's not, I can't imagine anybody wanting to wear that. Not really secure, and it would scratch you. Okay, this is the reason I bought the whole bag. Not magnetic. it's very, very shiny, and I think that's why they probably put it in there. They didn't realize it was actually silver, because it's not marked in the normal way or area. So it's very pretty. It's kind of a really pretty knotted look, and it's kind of got a good weight to it. It's kind of weighted, and so it's marked right there. You see it? Let's see. So glary. I never know. The lighting is always so bad. Right there. Can you see it? Let's try this. Okay. So it's marked right there. I think that was the designer mark. And then this one is marked right Italy on one side. And 925 on the other. So for $5, that is a gorgeous bracelet. It's looks designer made. It's very, very, very well made. So I will do some research on that. It's really pretty. And it's also marked right on the clasp right there. So anyway, that's just a short jewelry video. Got a cool silver thing, got a fun decorative little knife, maybe silver. I'm 99% sure that is just plated something or other. Really, really fun, very attractive belt buckle, maybe 2 designer or just Japanese belt buckles, and a Harley Davidson belt buckle. I would love to ride a Harley. I know so my kids are like, you would? I'm like, yeah, I think it'd be a blast. I rode my motorcycle since I was very young. And I actually wrecked one and have a scar on my leg from wrecking a motorcycle driving it. And I've ridden them really fast on runways and stuff. It's fun. Our family's always been kind of a outdoorsy that way. So anyway, thanks for watching. It's so much easier for me to do it this way. Like I said, it was a holiday and I didn't think anybody would show up, but I wanted to get these off my counter, and I'm glad I've done that so I can get onto other projects that I have. I will be making an update video on my Parasite. I've been taking some new stuff that I've been trying, so I will be doing a new video on that this week sometime. And thanks for watching, and I hope you have a very blessed day. Oh, it makes me click in 2 different spots. So you have a blessed day.